I was running American Idol. I was in the third season. I had 7 live shows to do before it was over that season, and I had a lot of work to do. And the phone rang. I looked at my phone, it said Mark Burnett. I'd worked for Mark Burnett in the past on a couple shows with Lisa Hennessy. Anyway, I'm looking at this stack of work that I got to get done. I got 20 million people watching, and I'm like, do I take this call? Of course I take this call. It's Mark Burnett. Okay. Hey, Mark. And he goes, it's Mark. And I said, I know, but I didn't say that. Are you busy? Kind of. But what do you want? He said, I want you to produce a music show for me. And I said, I'm already producing a music show. This one's going to be bigger. This one's going to be better. I want you to do it for me. It's going to be with a real band looking for a lead singer. And I said, that's interesting. And he said, I can't tell you the name of the band. But it's really big. And I can't tell you the name. It's inxs. And then he goes, you've got 48 hours to decide if you're doing this or not. Click. It's a true story. I did not know at the other side, Conrad Riggs had already been in touch with inxs, who reached out to him with this idea, and Conrad, who's back there, deftly maneuvered and figured out how to do this show. But I was thinking 3 things. Number 1, was that the producer of Survivor who couldn't keep a secret for 7 seconds? Number 2, that's a really good idea. And it hit my sweet spot. I loved American Idol, but I knew a couple things about American Idol. We weren't getting great music because we were making fun of people. We were picking songs for them, kind of manipulating where they would be on the show. You heard it here. And we really didn't respect the talent. They're looking for a pop star. Rock and roll is rock and roll. So I took a little longer than 48 hours, and we got it together. About 8 weeks later, we decided my contract was over. I signed a contract with Mark, and we spent time with Michelle McNulty in casting. And we put together the world's greatest house band, which is a whole other story in and of itself. And we found with Michelle, and it was a moment in time where there wasn't a place for this level of talent on American Idol. The Voice wasn't out yet, and rock and roll still kind of lived, honestly. And we put it together with a bunch of great editors back there. Michael Simon, the director. Jim Rausch was a producer here. And we were really blessed to have 2 incredible years. Conrad helped out getting a huge budget. It'll never happen again. Season 2 was fantastic. We'll maybe do that, maybe not. But then it all went away. Except for all of you people. Because online, you watch these episodes in the millions. I added it up. In blurry, weird-looking copies on YouTube. Sorry, it wasn't us. And we stayed in touch, hoping we'd get back together. And then Susie put together a reunion show in Toronto and Niagara Falls last fall, and I went to go see it. And I'm like, there's still a lot of people who like this. And they flew in from Florida, New York, Michigan, Calgary, which is somewhere in Canada. I'm like, thank you. And you all flew in from those places and more. There's people watching from Argentina, Colombia, the Philippines, New Zealand, Australia, of course Canada, across the US, and you kept it alive, and we appreciate that. We should have had a season 3, but that's a story for another day. So after I came home from Canada, I said to my wife, Jody, wow, they really like this stuff still. Why don't we have a concert? She goes, you mean like in the backyard? I said, no, I'm thinking something a little bigger. It's like maybe like we're at a church. And now I'm thinking something a little bigger. I'm thinking we should bring everyone back together because this stuff's really fun. And she supported me. She had one question. Will the credit card still work? And I said, not for a few weeks. So that's why we're here. And this would not have happened if it wasn't for Susie taking that chance, for Conrad making the deal, for Mark Burnett having the power that he had at that time in Hollywood to make a show like this. And we put it together. So I want to thank a couple people before we come back. That's really important. People who worked on this show, without any pay, or very little pay, and it couldn't be done without them. Number one, in no order, Jim Roush, who's the line producer on the show, and worked his ass off in between doing a lot of huge shows that you've seen. Robert Malachowski, who did all the videos and was the lead editor on the show, did everything on this. Randy Faustino mixed everything, which you'll hear on the live stream. He's in the truck, he did it for free. Allison Mason-Cohen, who you saw up there, did all the merchandise. I'm looking at my notes, I'm going to kill myself if I don't do this right. Paul, the music director, is one of the great music people in our industry, and is the finest human being you can be around. So thank you, Paul. The house band, the singers, the Tex, Joe, Peter, Pedro, Leslie here at the Avalon, and then my wife, who, this was not easy, and she's seen me at my worst, and thankfully also sometimes sees me at my best, and thank you for all yours. I could not do it without you.
I love you.
One last thing. So my dad passed away about 6 months ago. Thank you, I appreciate that. He worked in the school system for 40 years, and I worked, school teacher. My wife's a school teacher. He wasn't really comfortable with me moving out to Hollywood, going to film school and doing this, because I had a comfortable job back east, but I wanted to follow some sort of dream like we all have, and I got lucky. I got lucky with shows like this, and he was never really comfortable, but he did say, when he saw my name in the credits, he understood. So I just want to, if you don't mind, dedicate this all to my father, who was a good man, and may you all share this memory in his honor. Thank you. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you for being here. My head is spinning. I don't know what else to do. My head is spinning. Why is my head spinning?
What? What?
Oh.
I
said head spin. You always appear when I say head
was
spin.
like, no way. Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Canadian champion of Rockstar Season 2, Lucas Rossi.
I was like, that's what I thought too, was supernova, and I was like, no, what? Why is he saying head spin?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really fucking nervous, guys.
Lucas, I don't even like you. Come on, man.
It's way more unnerving when it's just me after a shower in the mirror going, do I look like Toby